Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Juan from Tinker Garage, and today I'm bringing you somewhat of a tool review. Something I've been wanting to get for a long time. I feel it'll help me in future videos, so let's get to it. So, today's tool, actually it's not a tool review, it's a toy review. So, today it's Autel's Quad Drone Robotics. It's Autel Robotics. It's a quad drone, similar to the DJI Phantom. I got it. Let's unbox it, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right, guys. So this is gonna be the hard case. Actually, it's a really nice case. Like I said, this is Autel Robotics. It is a drone. So here is the manual and the actual cover over it. But I already unzipped it. Here you go. So you have the hard foam that's right here. I got the nice orange color quadradrone, and here are all the other internal parts. So let's see what we have. So as you can see, this is the main drone. It has a 3-axis gimbal, 4K camera, which is pretty cool. And the really cool function about this is you can remove this camera. So right here on the side of the drone, you have your lock key. You push that in and you can actually slide this whole thing out like that, like so, which is really cool. So if for any reason you ever damage the camera, you can replace it. You don't have to replace the whole drone. And the way it kind of, there's 2 slots. I don't know if you can see it, but there's 2 slots there. You line up. Well, hold on, I gotta make sure both of them get in. So you line up the 2 slots, push in, slide back to the right, let the unlock button go, wiggle a little bit. There you go. I'm guessing these right here are your sensors for your landing. This is for your battery port. As you can see, I have my battery port right here. It's actually pretty big. I think it was 4,900 lumens, or not lumens, I'm sorry, amp hours. Oh, there you go. Yep. So you can see it's 4,900 milliamp hours at 14.8 volts. Really cool. Can't wait to fly this thing. So you have your controller here. What I like about this controller is similar to like an Xbox controller, because that's what I do to kind of relax myself. I play a little bit of Xbox, but similar to an Xbox controller. Fits my hand perfect. iPhone goes there. Your antenna's there. I got my recharge cable. You have your bag. And this is your bag with all the propellers. You get an extra set of propellers. Here is your charging unit. Really cool thing about this charging unit, it charges your controller and your battery at the same time. And the thing with this is this slides into your battery like so. So this will slide into your battery and actually has a cooling fan if it gets too hot, which is a really cool feature because these bricks get extremely hot. Go back there. Obviously, you guys can see I've opened this bag up before. I showed you guys. Couldn't wait. Just like a little kid. But I ended up getting a shorter iPhone cable. So I have a 3-foot cable normally. So this is just another cable that you can connect for, I believe that's diagnostics, that you can connect to the main drone. But anyways, so here's my regular 3-foot iPhone lightning cable. I bought a 1-foot lightning cable. Actually connects pretty easy from the controller to your iPhone because you have a hardline connection to it, which is pretty cool. And I just didn't want it in the way. That's the thing, is I didn't want it to trip on anything or catch on anything. Pull the controller from my hand, have my drone go crashing down. Comes with a lanyard, which is cool. Another cool thing I like about this case, as you can see, I have the battery here. So technically I can fit 4 batteries in here. Maybe even 5, depending on how thick the spots are on the side. But yeah, and then you have your spare parts kit. So this is to remove your blades, your vibration dampeners for your camera or your gimbal right there. Also the nylon locking nuts there, which I think are necessary so you don't lose your stuff. So yeah, so this is a drone. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I thought it was gonna be a tool review. Nah, it's really a toy review, guys. Like I said, I've been wanting one of these for a while. Never had a drone before, so we'll see if it stays flying or if I crash it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I will link it below on price, so if you guys have any questions about it, you can just click the link and it'll take you straight to it. Same thing with iPhone cable, the short cable. I'll link all that. But if you do have any comments, you know, leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys, like I said, if you guys have any comments, leave them in the comments below and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Come on, y'all. You really think I was going to fly it? Come on. So give me 1 second. Let me put it together, and then we'll go from there, and we'll see if I fly it or if I crash it. Hopefully not crash it. Hopefully fly it. I am going to keep it at the beginning settings where I can only go, I believe it's only 18 feet up high, and I can only go maybe 300 feet away from me. Want to practice on landing, picking up off the ground, 360 until I take it off of that restriction mode. Mind you, I do only have a 25-minute flight time with this battery, and I only have sorry about that. And I only have one battery, so it's gonna be a short flight. It's my first flight, but there's gonna be many more flights. So yeah, give me a second and let's get started. That is cool. So I'm not sure how much of you guys can see. I'm sorry, I have you guys on a GoPro. Mainly for documentation if I crash this mother trucker. So if you can see the joysticks, you pull in and you put them both down at an angle and it actually starts the motors. All right, so let's do some recording. There you go. How awesome is that? guys, so it's Juan here. Just came back from our maiden voyage with the drone, with the X-Star Premium. It's an awesome drone. I love it. I love it to death. Like I said, I'm not an expert in it. I'm a first-time buyer, first-time flyer of a drone. I've always wanted one. As soon as I heard that they came out, I just think they're really cool. Just the way they fly, the way they move, they're really, really cool. So, started in beginner mode. I think I could only go up to, like I said, 18 feet, maybe a couple hundred feet away from me. After I got the hang of the controllers, because when you fly, you actually have to look at the screen to fly the angle of or the flight that you want. Because if you're looking at the drone and you're trying to control it, it's a little bit trickier if you haven't flown before. But after about 10-15 minutes, I got the hang of it. So like I said, it has a 25-minute flight time. I actually pushed that to the limit. I took it off of beginner mode, put it in just regular mode. I did orbit, which is really cool because it fixed out the location of where your phone's at. So it GPS is at, and it actually orbits around you. So that was really a cool feature. I wasn't able to do the waypoint where you can put certain locations on the GPS, and then have the drone follow that coordinates. And I didn't do follow me. I just didn't have time. I only have one battery, unfortunately. That one battery only lasts you about 25 minutes. Actually, I have the battery charging right now, as you can see on the little flashlight. Really cool setup. Like I said, it charges your battery and it charges your controller. If you can see the controller right there on the side, it's charging also. Your controller will actually last you what it looks like up to 4 batteries in one charge. Like I said, the battery was charged at 100%. The controller was charged at 100%. And by the time I got home and started cleaning everything up and recharging it, it was down to like 82%. So yeah, you're gonna be able to do you can do 4 flights or 4 different batteries on one charge of the controller, which is pretty cool. Like I said, it lasted a really long time. Another thing that really worked was the 1-foot lightning cable, because I have, like I said, I have an iPhone. The 1-foot, or the rat's tail, was great. It just enough room for it to reach. I did have some connection issues though, which was weird. The last like 33% of the battery life, I ended up losing connection issue, and the system did shut off. Thank God it was in hover mode, but it was at hover mode at 240 feet up in the air. So, and it took me didn't take me too long, but it took me a minute just to get on and restart the app, reconnect, to where it was a race to get it down, and it was my fault. I saw I had 33%. I was trying to get a really cool shot of the sun going down. Like I'm in Arizona. I'm in Phoenix, so there's a really cool mountain range that I wanted to take a picture of with the sun going over it. So I tried to rush it, and don't rush it. But it was still really cool. It was a little nerve-wracking. I thought I was going to destroy this drone, but I didn't. It was really cool. Like I said, I was able to reconnect. I was doing the auto fly home, but the auto fly home seems like it takes forever for it to come back home because it's going down the descent rate of it's really slow. But I ended up getting there. But my descent rate to where I took off, or I'm sorry, the descent rate coming down to the home location was off. So I took off from a grass area, nice and padded, off the ground. I wasn't be able to go to a park. There was a bunch of kids and parents at a park. So I didn't want to fly at a park just in case if I, for any reason, lost control. I didn't want to run into anybody. So I was on a closed road where there's a lot of farm fields around me. So when I was landing, I had to land it on the street pretty much. So it came down, it hopped 2 or 3 times and actually rolled it. And of course, I took off my GoPro, so I don't have any footage of me rolling it. But it bounced once, bounced twice, because of the way the controllers are. As you can see, the joysticks, when you shut it down, you have to pull these at an angle like this to shut it down. 95%. So you hold it like this to hold it down, but what I ended up doing was I held this down straight. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see, but I held this down straight to where it made the drone pitch. So when it pitched, I let go, it bounced, pitched over, and the propellers caught it. So, and it made it just flop over. Drone wise, there's no damage. There's actually just dust and dirt everywhere. So I'm getting good old air can, blew everything out. I was more worried about the camera, like it's a 4K camera. Blew it all out. Took a nice, like those microfiber cloths, cleaned it really well. Make sure there's no scratches, especially on the lens. That was my fault. It was totally my fault. Warning: if you buy a drone, you're gonna crash it. It's not a matter of if you're gonna crash it. It's when you're gonna crash it, because these things are touchy. You lose your coordination really quick, and those split sections could just make them tip over. So if you're gonna buy one, be prepared. So because it will happen to you. But like I said, there wasn't too much damage at all. If anything, just more superficial, more scratches than anything else. Or just dust than scratches, because I don't really have any scratches on it. So I checked the motor to make sure that they weren't loose, to make sure everything was okay with those. But like I said, the only true damage I had were scratches on the blades, which I don't know if you can see the, come on, focus. Focus. It's not gonna focus. Don't you hate when they don't listen to you? But you can barely see them on the blade there. So kind of scratched up. The tops are right there. There you go. You see a little scratch. So they're not too bad. They shouldn't enable the flight in any way. It's not changing too much of the geometry of the blade. So, but it was so much fun to fly. It was so much fun. And for being a nice, a not too expensive drone, I say it's worth it. But yeah, so like I said, this is what it comes with. You do get an extra set of blades with this. You do get the extra stabilizers. You get the tools to help get the blades off, because they get kind of tight after you fly it. I do want to invest in 3 more batteries. Only thing is, batteries are about $100 each. But so much fun to fly. When you do buy a drone, you are gonna have to register it with the FFA, or I'm sorry, not the FFA, the FAA. Just a regulation, so it's nice and legal. You have to print your number once you get it on your drone. I did it on Magic Marker, but it's swiping off, so I might have to sticker it. I did put it on the inside of my drone just in case, so if I ever do get pulled over by police or questioned about it, I can just pop it off and be like, here it is. So another cool feature, well, I don't know if it's cool or not, but so when I took it off of beginner mode and I started flying it, it actually restricted me to the 400 feet in the air. So I was like, I want to take a really cool high footage of the surrounding city that I'm in and the mountains, because you could take a picture of like South Mountain and then the mountain towards southwest. So I wanted to get a really cool just shot of it, but I wanted a really high shot. But sure enough, as soon as I got it, it ran on my screen maximum altitude allowed. So that's another cool feature. It won't let you go higher than that. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, that's my drone. This is my toy review. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comments on the bottom. Like I said, I will affiliate and I will link all this stuff so you can kind of see your own pricing. This does supposed to have 1.5 mile reach. So I do want to test that. I actually want to see if my wife can drive my truck out, and then I'll follow her with my truck, or I'll follow the truck with my drone, and see if that reach is truly 1.5 miles, and see how much battery percentage and battery life will that take. Or because my train of thought is that if I have 1.5 mile reach, am I going to have enough power and enough energy to come back that 1.5 miles? So, because if that's the case, you actually might have a higher reach, but battery life might not be that well. But anyways, like I said, this is my review on the X-Star Premium. It's the orange model. Like I said, first drone. I'm not an expert. I don't know all the tech or all the true technical terms for everything, or the true technical specs for everything, but it's cool. Definitely, it's cool. Really light. Only thing I gotta figure out if they make a backpack for it, because I have that huge case that it comes with. Don't get me wrong, I love the case. It fits everything. You can fit a bunch of blades. You can fit a bunch of extra batteries. your controller, your wire connector. You can fit everything that you need to. But I gotta see if they make a backpack. So if I want to do some really cool shots like in the desert or when I'm camping or up north, that's gonna be an easier way to pack. So, but yeah, so that's the X-Star Premium. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll link everything like I said before. And awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I loved making the video. It was really fun. I've actually been waiting like 2 weeks to make it. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. All right. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just heavenly to touch. I wanna hold you. What are you guys still doing here? I guess see you later.